Hi friend. A week has passed since I moved to my new, almost permanent home. A year ago, I couldn't have even imagined that I would move to the countryside. A small village somewhere in Oxfordshire where life goes at its own, yet unexplainable to me, pace. 3 shops, 1 dress shop, 1 charity shop and home goods store open and close at strange times. And whenever I need food or anything more specific for the house, I have to drive to the nearby town to get it. That's a big change in comparison to London, where everything is readily available almost 24/7 right at your doorstep. But that's a change I've been willing to risk when moving to the countryside, where, hopefully, I will find peace within myself and build new life based on all these new experiences. First week in our village was a difficult but exciting one. It was full of unpacking and receiving things we've sent to my parents' home in Latvia last year, which we didn't even remember we had. A van arrived at 7 a.m. on a Saturday morning, waking us up quite rudely, but at least we were able to unpack and put all our belongings in order early on the day. Also, I didn't think we had that many belongings when we stayed in London for 2 months this summer, but somehow we ended up packing a car full of stuff. It's strange, isn't it, how many things we tend to accumulate throughout life, even short periods of it. I used to consider myself a minimalist, or rather the essentialist, buying and bringing things into my life that were necessary for that time period, but not letting myself accumulate anything extra. None of the nice things which we like to have purely for convenience, or sentimental items which, as I thought, lay there collecting dust. I only owned what's essential, only the things you can easily pack into the suitcase and transport it together with your entire life into a new location with ease. In fact, in my 10 years in England, I've changed and lived at 11 different locations. Yes, that's right, I have lived in more places than years I've spent here, even detouring once and moving abroad for a few months. I've lived minimally for all these years exactly for that reason, but honestly, I can't say that minimalism, or this sort of essentialism, made me happy at all. Actually, I've thought long and hard about it, that in my life I wouldn't want to leave things behind that nobody would need or want and would have to sort through them when I'm gone. But then I also realized that, well, in my life it is still too early to think about it, and should I really devoid myself of things that I want and things that I like, and little cozy things that just make me feel more at peace? Should I devoid myself of them just for that reason? Once we moved to our new home in the countryside, I've started creating the space around me which feels full and cozy and feels more like me, and I myself, impulsive, hot-headed and overly emotional, am far from a minimal type of character. I always thought that the space which I needed to feel like home at was the city, with its noise and constant buzzing, but over the years I realized how far that was from the truth. As I write this letter to you, I look outside into my garden, where a bird whose name I don't know is picking worms out of damp grass. I'm watching tens of bees buzzing around the flower garden and hear the wind rust through the branches of my cherry tree. I listen to the red kites flying overhead and wood pigeons cooing on the fence. The grass is still lush and green, and sun is warm, despite autumn being right at our doorstep. I walk through the golden field just outside my village, filled with wildflowers and gentle chirping of crickets. And I come home to a place which feels safe and quiet. It's only been a week, but it feels as if I've always been here. Perhaps this time I finally found home within myself.
That's wasteful.